Shae Russell from mining.com.au, and we are once again coming to you from the on-air booth at IMARC, which is currently underway in Sydney. Sitting next to me is Caedmon Marriott with a big grin on his face. He's the Managing Director for Western Mines Group. Caedmon, do tell me, what makes you so happy right now?
Well, this is the first time probably in 3 years that we're coming to IMARC with actually some money in the bank. So we did a capital raise last week. This is the largest capital raise we've done since our IPO 4 years ago. And we've probably got more money in the bank now than we had before we drilled the first ever drill hole at Mulga Tank, which was March 2022. So yeah, we feel like we've got some funding, and we feel like it's been tough times in nickel, but now we can get out there and do some real work.
I was about to say, cashed up for a commodity that has been very unpopular the last couple of years. So this is fantastic. Now, one of my favorite things is explorers with money to spend. What does this look like? What's the spending going to look like at Mulga Tank?
Well, we're going to be straight back out there, starting drilling again from the end of October, drilling right through to Christmas. This is finishing the second half of the Phase 4 program that we highlighted back in July. So further RC drilling to upgrade and infill the resource, take a big block of that to indicated that we can then do a scoping study on. And then we have some further deep diamond holes to do with some more EIS grants. Again, looking for that high grade that we're always searching for at depth.
Well, that's where you think the monster's lurking, isn't it?
That's it, yes. There's definitely a monster there somewhere. We've become increasingly convinced of that. You see the basal contact to this intrusion. There's a 200-meter zone with lots of immiscible globules, sulphide segregations. There's something really dynamic happening down there, and it's just the persistence and determination, and they didn't call it perseverance for nothing. Maybe ours will be determination, but you know, we've already got a name for the ore body. We just need to find it.
I noticed there you mentioned one of the reasons why I love talking to you is you always throw out technical terms I've never heard of before. So I'm going to need a private lesson after this interview. You're talking deep diamond drilling to go find that monster.
Yeah.
What do these deep holes look like? What are the numbers here?
So yeah, so we think this Mulga Tank intrusion is sitting right way up and still largely in place. So therefore, this prospective zone will always be at the base of these types of systems. And so some of these holes on the western margin that we're drilling, there'll be about 800 meters in total. Now, the good thing is there's 3 or 4 RC holes that we've already drilled there, down to about 300 meters that we can go and re-enter. So it just means 400 to 500 meter diamond tails. So saving considerable money, but we get multiple pot shots at this basal contact zone. Last year we drilled hole 28, and that was where we first saw these sulphide globules, and we're kind of stepping out of there in both directions to vector to where we think they're coming from.
All right, and just to take the conversation home, so clearly you've got, you know exactly what you're doing into December, but you've got to be, you know, looking at 2026. What's next year look like for Western Mines?
So yeah, so the guys we normally have 4 or 5 weeks off over Christmas where it's hot, and then probably towards the end of January, drill rig will be back on site. Between now and Christmas, we'll be completing a moving loop EM survey over the Panhandle area. This is a different style further up the belt, targeting komatiite channels. And we've just announced again about a week ago a third EIS grant that we have for that, for 6 holes. And we still have 1 hole from a previous grant. So we have 7 holes in hand to go and obliterate that feature once we've done the moving loop targeting. So that'll certainly be January, February, and then towards next year, hopefully by the middle of the year, we'll be working on a scoping study to start to justify some of the economics of the large open pit resource that we have there as well.
So cashed up, lots of holes going to be stuck in the ground, and obviously a lot of news flow to come.
That's the plan. Yeah, totally.
Awesome. Well, listen, Caedmon, it was great seeing you at IMARC once again, and seeing you at your absolute best is a pleasure. Thank you for being here. It was great talking to you.
Brilliant. Good to see you again, Shae.